Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
2 people are hurt after a weekend shooting at a Rockford bar. State Line police search for who's responsible.
Car thieves target a Rockford woman for the second time. She thinks the type of car she drives is part of the problem.
And Illinois could soon join 17 other states that prohibit e-cigarettes indoors. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson. 2 men are hurt after an overnight shooting at a Rockford bar.
Around 11:30, officers were called to JJ's Bar and Slots on 7th Street for reports of a shooting. When they arrived, they found a 41-year-old man with several gunshot wounds. He was taken to the hospital where, at last check, he was in critical condition. A short time later, a 39-year-old man walked into a local hospital with a gunshot wound to the arm. He says he was hit near the same bar, but didn't provide any other details. No arrests have been made. If you know anything about the shooting, call Rockford Police or Rockford Area Crime Stoppers.
A Rockford man is sentenced after he admits to trying to buy an infant in order to sexually abuse the child. 32-year-old Nathan Tauk will spend the next 36 years behind bars. According to the U.S. Justice Department, in 2015, Tauk admitted to coercing a minor to appear in child pornography. He then shared that content online. After committing the crime, Tauk moved to Europe, then China. While in China, he exchanged child pornography with another person. Authorities say Tauk tried to purchase a child with the intent of sexually abusing the infant. He was arrested and then sent back to the U.S. In addition to his sentence, Tauk must pay $60,000 to his victims. He'll be under court supervision for the rest of his life. A Dixon man is arrested accused of sexual abuse. 31-year-old Jordan Dyson faces 2 counts. Someone told Dixon police about the alleged abuse last Friday. That's when the department started investigating. Officers arrested Tyson later that day without incident. He was booked into Lee County Jail and is being held without bond. The Lee County State's Attorney's Office and the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services assisted with that investigation. Over the weekend, there were reports of vehicle thefts all over the state line.
Jess Lipson spoke to someone who had her car stolen. And Jess, this is the second time her car's been taken?
Eric, Mimi, less than a year ago, we spoke to Melissa Lyons, who had her car broken into out of a Hyundai lot. This time, she said it was stolen out of her driveway, and she isn't alone.
It just throws your whole life upside down. Even if it eventually gets worked out, it's horrible.
For the second time in under a year, Melissa Lyons' 2015 Hyundai Sonata was broken into. This time it was stolen while the car was parked in her driveway just outside her bedroom window.
Yeah, my husband got up with our son and I was getting situated and he opened the blinds for the day and our car wasn't where it was supposed to be and there was glass all over the ground, so he just shouted that our car was stolen and I was kind of like, here we go again.
Lyons was able to get her car back, all thanks to her neighbors.
I believe I was the 3rd out of 5 or 6 cars that were targeted over the week, and just being able to send video clips to one another, talk to one another. On my next door thread, we actually had someone say that they saw a red Hyundai abandoned and to call it in, and we called it in, and it turned out to be our Hyundai that was abandoned.
There were 14 reported car thefts made to Rockford police in 72 hours over the weekend.
It's not new news. This has been happening for a while now, and the way that's been taken care of twice with just kind of like a shoulder shrug and better luck next time, it's going to keep happening unless something is brought attention to it.
As her car is getting fixed, Lyons is thankful she has family to help support her.
And we have a good support system in Village to be able to help us out, but I just feel kind of like my heart hurts for other people that can't be helped out.
It's important to lock your car vehicle and not allow valuables to be showing through the window. Still, this can happen to anyone, so taking precaution like buying a tracking device to leave in the car may be helpful. And if your car is stolen, immediately call 911. Mimi?
All right, thanks, Jess. No one's hurt after firefighters are called to a business in Dixon over the weekend. Saturday afternoon, crews were called to Treehouse Foods on Palmyra Street to reports of a structure fire. When they arrived, smoke was coming from the roof. Crews located and put out the fire, which was in one corner of the roof. All employees were able to get out safely. No word on how much damage the fire did. The cause of the fire was determined to be electrical.
A bill to end e-cigarettes in public places is one step closer to becoming Illinois law. It passed both the House and the Senate. In 2007, the state passed the Smoke-Free Illinois Act. It banned smoking within 15 feet of entrances. If this bill becomes law, it would include vaping and e-cigarettes as part of the ban. Supporters of the proposal say if it becomes law, it won't only help protect people from secondhand smoke.
The second effect, I think, is just making people aware of the treatment of electronic cigarettes as just as dangerous as other cigarette products. And we know that vaping starts at a young age and it's addictive. So this is also going to bring a lot of awareness around that.
The bill just needs the governor's signature. If he signs it, Illinois joins 17 other states that have prohibited e-cigarettes indoors.
A local business nonprofit and the Ice Hogs team up off the ice to give some area entrepreneurs a financial boost. In all, more than $24,000 was awarded this afternoon to 11 minority and women-owned businesses. The mini grants come from Think Big 815 and the Rockford Ice Hogs Community Foundation. The grant recipients have all graduated from Think Big School of Business. They've also received one-on-one business coaching.
Well, it's phenomenal because I've been in business myself 20 years as a manufacturer, owner of a manufacturing company, and we never had a Think Big to give us micro dollars to help us operate or whatever they need to succeed in their business.
Businesses receiving the grants range from health and beauty shops to restaurants and auto repair shops. Gas prices continue to drop in the state line.
In Rockford, they're down nearly 7 cents over the past week. According to Gas Buddy, the average is $3.65. We're still paying more than the national average. That sits at $3.51. The local cheapest station was selling for $3.28. The most expensive is $3.99. Experts say prices should continue to fall, and predicted $4 a gallon shouldn't happen this summer.
Thousands of police officers from across the country gathered on the National Mall today to honor and remember the men and women in law enforcement who were killed in the line of duty.
The Peace Officer Memorial Service marks the start of National Police Week. Anna Wernicke recaps the day from Washington.
Hundreds of men and women in blue filled the Capitol lawn to honor their own.
She gave the ultimate sacrifice.
Corporal Berta Aguinaga says among the fallen is her friend, Deputy Sheriff Sydney Carter.
She was always smiling no matter what occurred, anything. And she always did what she could to brighten up everybody else's day.
From the start of the service until midnight, Honor Guard teams are standing watch over the memorial wreaths laid in tribute to the fallen officers.
To be able to pay respect to the fallen officers across the United States was a great honor.
Captain Greg Satterfield of Spartanburg, South Carolina, says he's in Washington to remember 2 of his officers.
One of which I was over his unit in uniform patrol, and that would be Austin Aldridge.
Aldridge was shot and killed while responding to a domestic call last summer. To remember him, his team brought part of his patrol car.
We got it cleaned up real good. We got Austin's name at the very top, and we're all able to sign that and then bring that door up here to D.C. where we laid it at the memorial.
Satterfield says the door is a symbol of their commitment to keep Austin's story and memory alive.
Neither Austin or Petey will be forgotten, so if we can leave memorabilia back or always mention their names, then we will never forget them.
In Washington, I'm Anna Wernicke.
Now, your First Warn weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, we've had a little filtered sunshine out there. We take a live look with our SkyTrack camera out in Beloit, Wisconsin here this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. A beautiful night ahead as temperatures are pretty comfortable, sitting in the upper 60s and low 70s. We'll actually see that cloud cover thicken up just a bit as we go through the night tonight. This tied into a storm system to the south of us for the most part. We're going to bring rain showers across central and southern Illinois, but we are expected to see just a mostly cloudy sky. In fact, when we look at our radar, you can see a lot of the showers and even some thunderstorms, some severe weather here across parts of Missouri, all going to stay focused down to the south. We've got high pressure building in across the northern Great Lakes, so that'll keep us dry. Just a little more cloud cover here through the night. We're at 69 in Freeport, 70 in Rockford, Poplar Grove, 69 in Rochelle, and 71 degrees. Our current temperature in Sterling, pretty comfortable out there. Our weather watcher Terry in Genoa, 71, relative humidity at 33%, so pretty dry with that light northeasterly wind. And our winds expected to stay light to almost calm here as we go through the night tonight. So temperatures, they'll be slow to drop as that cloud cover works back in. And notice with Futurecast, we keep with those 50s even as we head through the overnight. Temperatures tonight will drop back into the upper 40s. We'll start off with cloud cover tomorrow, but we will see a return of sunshine by tomorrow afternoon. And this will bring our temperature into the upper 70s to 80 degrees. So a warmer day tomorrow, but there's a very strong cold front that comes in from the east tomorrow late afternoon and evening. It'll really drop temperatures there off to the east of us, and we'll actually feel those numbers drop a little bit as we get closer to sunset tomorrow. Here's where that cold front will sit by about 6:30 tomorrow, extending roughly from Monroe to Rockford down through Rochelle. Small chance that we may have an isolated shower from that towards tomorrow late afternoon and evening. Otherwise, most of us are going to stay dry. Our wind will turn from the northeast by early Wednesday. Wednesday will be a little cooler start, but with sunshine for the afternoon, temperatures should be able to warm back into the upper 60s and low 70s. Now, I want to talk a little bit about that front because it's a pretty rare phenomenon to get a big temperature drop in such a short amount of time. So for most of the afternoon, temperatures will be warming close to that 80-degree mark. But watch what happens when that cold front comes in. This is what is known as a pneumonia cold front. Reason being, it's a backdoor cold front, just a stronger backdoor cold front. Cold fronts typically come in from the west and northwest. So when you have a cold front that comes in from the opposite direction, it's known as a backdoor front. What makes this significant is how fast those temperatures will drop once that front comes through. 20-25 degrees within a matter of 15-20 minutes. So that is why it is kind of a rare event to actually occur. The biggest impact will be for areas to the east of us, but notice our temperature here. We may see those numbers drop about 10 degrees in a couple hours here from Rockford up to Janesville and then down through just to the east of DeKalb. You get a little further west, the impacts will be very minimal from that, but our temperatures will drop as we go through the evening. It'll be a cooler night tomorrow as those numbers drop back through the 40s. But as I mentioned on Wednesday, we do see a return of sunshine, highs back up near 70. 75 on Thursday. Small chance, guys, that we could have a shower thunderstorm late Thursday into Friday, but then drying out for the most part heading into the weekend.
Now sports with sports director Scott Leber.
The road to getting back in position for a national championship is a little tougher now for the Rock Valley College softball team now that the Golden Eagles are in Division II. Today, and only in the second round of their Region 4 tournament, they had a tough matchup against a good Madison College team. This was at RBC, and Rock Valley pounced in the bottom of the first, scoring twice. First baseman Katie Hayes found the hole on the left side of the infield for a single. Driving in one of those runs, Bella Cremoldi hitting the dirt at the dish. Madison Carlson was doing her thing in the circle for the Golden Eagles, a strikeout. She allowed one run in 5 innings. RBC up 3-1 in the fourth. Coach Monroe flashes the home run sign. And Grace Stevenson comes through. This one will clear the high fence and left. It came with a runner on board. So we go to the bottom of the fifth now. Avery Naring up, and she singles. That brings home Paige Hendricks and Stevenson as well. And with that, the 8-run rule kicked in. RBC won it 9-1 over Madison, so the Golden Eagles will play in and host the regional championship game tomorrow at 2 o'clock. It has not taken the Ice Hogs long to start building their roster for next season. They've already announced one player signing, forward Ryan Gagne. He spent the last 3 seasons with the Ontario Hockey League's Oshawa Generals. He's 20 years old. He accounted for 69 points in 66 games last season. Gagne also was named the Eastern Conference's hardest worker by the coaches, and he finished second in voting for the Eastern Conference's best defensive forward. There's one less big name in the field for the PGA Championship this week. John Daly has withdrawn with an injury. He was the 1991 PGA champion. Cubs open up a series in Houston tonight. They're catching the Astros just as the Astros are getting hot. They won 4 of their last 5 games. Jamison Taillon will pitch for the Cubs. The White Sox are off. It's been a proud day at Auburn High School. 3 standout athletes signed college letters of intent. Swimmer Ursula Koch is headed to UMass. Koch had a part in 20 school swimming records at Auburn. Tennis player Amy Park signed with the Air Force Academy. She's a 4-time MVP of the Nick 10 in girls tennis, and she's been a conference champion all 4 years. And soccer player Jill Schreiber is headed to Division III Iowa Cornell. Schreiber also was a swimmer at Auburn, but she'll focus on soccer in college.
It's hard splitting time between the two sports. I'm glad I did, though, in high school, because having those two groups of people to kind of support me through the high school process was an enjoyable experience.
Why the Air?
I think it's a great opportunity to be able to serve my country, and there's just so many opportunities there, and they have a great education system.
What stood out about UMass that made you say, that's it, that's where I want to be?
Well, they had the major I wanted, so that helped a lot. But I really liked the coach, and I really liked the team, and it just felt like a good fit for me.
Good luck, ladies. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Tonight on News Nation, it's one of America's most iconic sports venues, but hundreds of families claim that Dodger Stadium sits on stolen land and are demanding reparations. So what's next? Leland talks to someone who's on the front lines of the fight. Tonight on Balance. Then on Cuomo.
I hate that the border's not secured. It pains me.
Chris is live at the border, following the removal of Title 42, speaking with migrants and the people who live nearby. That's tonight on Cuomo. See why more people are turning to News Nation. To find News Nation, go to joinnn.com.
We've got some rain showers to our south and west tonight. Those will stay down there, but we could see a little more cloud cover here as we head through the overnight. Temperatures will drop back into the mid and upper 40s. So cloudy start tomorrow, but we see a return of sunshine, a little summer-like warmth as temperatures make it into the upper 70s, close to 80 degrees. Small chance for an isolated shower. Temperatures will drop then Tuesday night. Pretty comfortable on Wednesday as we see mostly sunny skies. Thursday looking mostly dry. Small chance for a shower Thursday night, may hold off until Friday with a rumble of thunder. A little dip in the temperature, but returning to sunshine for the weekend.
Nice to see no big drop-offs. All right, thanks, Candace.
And thank you for spending some time with us. Stay safe.